Hey guys, it is Greg again. I'm going to do a video from a follower wanted me to check this out. It's called Lukso. Lukso, it's LYXE. I really like the name of it. Sounds pretty cool, doesn't it? It's like people would say, how did you make all your money? How did you become so rich? I got rich off Lukso. And you tell them that and they'd be like, they'd think you're lying or something. Lukso, what is this, a trick? All right, guys, so let's get back to being serious and go to the coin. There's a couple things just standing out. Like, look at this right here, guys. You know, it just has that circulating supply, has all this left to go. So for long term, that's no good. And then it has this fully diluted valuation and just that market cap right there. So it's got a lot of supply out. Now, look, here's the deal with the supply thing, or called the inflation. Not a big deal. The cryptocurrencies can still go up on their waves really, really high, even if they have this inflation, because inflation isn't going to catch up yet. So inflation is kind of like, you know how the ball goes down the hill, and you see the image of this ball goes down the hill and it gets bigger, bigger, and bigger. Well, it's the same thing with this inflation. It becomes, the issue becomes down. Kind of like the United States, guys. You know, like we got this problem. They're letting the ball, you know, kicking the can down the road. Now the inflation becomes a problem. Same thing with these things. You can ride the waves up. Just doing it a long-term like investment, 2, 3, 4 years. You don't want to hold a coin like that for this long. At least that's my recommendation, not financial advice at all. Not a financial advisor, but these cryptocurrency coins, especially one like Lukso and these other ones like that, you know, any of them pretty much, you don't hold these coins long-term. You don't like put them in your retirement portfolio and go, okay, I'm going to get some Lukso. You know, I'm going to go buy some stock and throw in some Lukso along with it. You don't do that. Okay. You swing trade them. And, you know, it's not going to be like, oh, I'm going to buy it. And then 30 days later, I'm going to sell it. It might be with some of these coins. But so, for example, like Cardano made March of 2020. If you had bought it, you wouldn't have sold it till the top didn't come around for Cardano until I think May of 21. So that was over a year. So still a fairly good amount of time, and made massive gains, by the way, with it. All right, so let's go over Lukso, take a look at its Twitter. I saw this. It looked like when I first saw that, it reminded me of perfume. I don't know why, but it just did. It reminded me of perfume. It looks like it just reminds me of perfume, guys. And they have 43,000 followers, so lower amount of followers than normal, not a big deal. It doesn't mean you can't make money with it. Here's their website. It looks pretty. They like pink, I guess, you know. And as a chain, Lukso is a blockchain infrastructure providing a series of standard solutions for physical and digital consumer goods in order to foster transparency, circularity, and new forms of responsible production and consumption. Okay. Am I reading English is my first thought, but okay. You know, I mean, the website looks pretty good, but let's go over here to the white paper. All right, so I looked at this and I started going down and I was scrolling and looking and executive summary. I was like, all right, an executive summary. It's the first crypto I've seen that had this executive summary. But here's the problem. If I'm going to read this to you guys, this like first little paragraph. I didn't go anything beyond it. This says the contemporary creative economies are characterized by a transgression of traditional disciplines and reality dimensions. We see the world of fashion, design, luxury, media continuously converging. Lifestyle markets have become fragmented, fueled by consumers' complex desire to fulfill their unique identity and by their resentment to fit categorical catch-all labels. What in the world kind of word salad is that? What is this right here? This is, you know, the way I see it is that you guys can go research this and you can go print this off and study it if you want. Past this paragraph, not me. I'm not going any farther than that. You know, this is crazy. A little bit of business common sense. If this was to land on a banker's desk and they're looking for funding, I can probably pretty much guarantee you it's going to be put to the side after you read that first paragraph, because that's exactly where they go. Executive summary, and they're going to read that. Let me show you something, a little basic business common sense. Here's Coca-Cola, one of the biggest companies in the world. Warren Buffett made a lot of money with it, invested into it a long time ago. Let's read their mission statement. To refresh the world in mind, body, and spirit, to inspire moments of optimism, happiness through our brands and actions, and to create value and make a difference. Pretty clear. This is not clear. This is not clear. That's not, I don't know, man. It's just like, you guys can go mess with that. Let's just go look at the technicals, see if we can make money with it. All right, so here we go. Technicals. You can their gains are not confusing, are they? Their gains are not confusing at all. We got 19,000% almost. So massive gains. I looked at the structure, and I was kind of confused with this structure. Not confused, but I was concerned with it that it ended here, but it did end here. This is a fifth wave. You can get the retracement of the third wave. Let me go back. Let me go to the retracement. You check the extension of the this wave, and yeah, 618, which is good for a fifth wave extension. And what happened here, in my opinion, these waves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are behavior waves, and I could tell you what happened. I could just by studying this structure, is that everybody, the people that got in here, they sold right here. That's why you have a deep fourth wave correction and you have a lazy fifth wave. And you can see it in the RSI. You know, that momentum came up, okay? And it came back down and you had laziness in that fifth wave, okay? So normally the fifth wave should have been like up here probably. It probably should have gone up to like maybe even $80 or something like that. But it couldn't, it lost the momentum. It lost the momentum. Don't get me wrong, this is a bullish coin. This is a bullish coin. It has bullishness here, and the correction, I can tell, is bullish too. Now, just to show you, this is a little off kilter here for this video. I'm going to show you something like on Bitcoin about this. So here we have Bitcoin, okay? And here's its structure. You see this 1, 2, 3, 4, and this fifth wave. Some people are labeling this a third wave. I disagree with that. So if you see in fifth wave, this highest peak third, this is the third, fifth of the third, down for the fourth, and you see the laziness in this fifth wave. So what happened here with Bitcoin is all the people that got in here and down here for $2, they rode this up, and most everybody got out here, made this deep fourth wave correction, and then it had a lazy ride up to the fifth wave, even though you still had massive gains. This is how much bullishness Bitcoin still had in it of 11,000% run, even though the majority of your sellers came in this area and probably through here because of the deep correction and then the laziness. You see that? You see how that moves in the RSI like that? Take a look at Lukso. You see? Like that. So probably before, what some people may have been doing is they probably thought this was a 1, 2. But see, it's already breached that, so it can't be a 1, 2. So it's a 5. So this is the count. 1, and then 2, and then 3, like that. Okay, I'm going to take that off. We'll go through this real quick because I think I know what's going on. This structure is pretty easy. The one thing about this, I give Lukso credit. Their white paper first paragraph is confusing, but their structure is not confusing. Very clean waves. And even through here, this is clean. You can see a B, C, D, E. That's an X wave or a B wave. You can see, like, you just go like this: A, B, C, D, E. Yeah, it's a big B wave. Very clean structure. So, which is good because it tells me people like this coin. They like this. When you have clean structure, it means people like it, in my opinion. That's just what I've noticed. So this here, in my opinion, is probably a 3-wave move. Let's take a look at it. It's right here. And yeah, you can see deep. So here, your ABC. So that's an ABC move. Here, like that. Okay. And so a 3-wave, and then so what will happen, this is doing a W, X, a Y, and your X wave goes right here. right here. So you can see in the RSI how that's the highest peak, even though it's the lowest. Okay. That was your cue that it was going to have a lot more downside right here. You see the divergence. That was your cue that it was going to be going down. Traders probably saw that. And then if you can short it, they shorted that. I would have definitely seen that. That would have been plus that structure would have been a really nice short right here. Very nice area to short. And by the way, this is your cue to get out of the coin, just to let you guys know the divergence here to there, massive amount of divergence. You see that? So if you didn't get out here and it went all the way down here and back up, that right there is your signal to get out and to go short on this coin. Okay. So a WXY, so it's a WXY. More than likely, I'm going to say that's a fifth wave. So this is an A and up for a B and then down for a C, like this. Since this is 3-wave, this is your connector, and then you have a 3-wave here. So like that, okay? Very, very straightforward. Let me put the fib retracement on here on this asset, Lukso. I would like to see it, it should come down to this 50% for this whole wave correction. It should come down to this area, more likely land on top of that to the $2.60 area. Okay, so Bitcoin is going to dump. It's going to take it with it. A better area is going to be right here, guys. This is going to be a much better area for this coin to be able to clear, have a deep correction, and it'll probably come up. If it takes all that RSI out on the daily, that'll be really good. Let me take a look at the weekly. Yeah, that RSI is nice and deep right now, guys. So it's coming up to finish this correction in this area. But like I said, this right here, about $1.50, $2-ish, somewhere in there is going to be a lot better area to start investigating a bottom for this coin. Okay, the probability of having a bottom right here is in my opinion low. Not to say that it could, but in my opinion it's low. It just hasn't gone deep enough for this whole wave that it did. Okay, so what can it go to? I just give you guys a minimum area where this thing could rock and roll to, because it's a bullish coin. There's no doubt about it. This coin is bullish, so your area 64 and then over $100 and even higher than that possibly. So yeah, decent gains. If you pick it up for $1.29, 5,000%. I mean, massive gains right there, guys. There's a potential to make some serious massive gains with a coin like that. That's pretty much about it that I have with the coin. You just have to pay attention, see where it's going to bounce to. I don't think there's going to be much of a bounce. It doesn't seem like Bitcoin's going to bounce much and then have this come down, and then a better target area would be right there. That's what I would, for me, if I was going to get into it, I'd like to see that, at least that right there. Okay, because you see this support right here, and then on top right there, it just seems like an area that would be reasonable for a coin, and that's the 618 on the Fibonacci, and that would be good. Even though these, when it comes up to complete it, they do like to stop at this fourth wave area, right at that bottom of that area, right there. So an example would be like Solana. Solana hasn't come to this area yet, even though people are like, oh, what's wrong with Solana? Solana hasn't come to that area yet. I know it's going to come down there. That's where they like to hover around for a while and find bottoms too. So, it might not do this. It might just do something like that or come down like that. All right. Thanks for watching my video. Peace.